Today on Decoded, we take a closer look at how a single creative mind is leveraging AI to redefine what's possible in content creation. We're joined by someone who didn't wait for the future. He built it himself. And guiding us through this evolution is none other than Dr. Robin Shaw, a leading mind in trend evolution and emotion technology. His insights don't just describe where we're going, they shape how we feel as we get there. Together, we'll explore how AI doesn't replace creativity. It amplifies and multiplies it. I'm Tracy, and this is Decoded. Dr. Shaw, tell us, what's this really all about?
Well, imagine having a complete media production studio at your fingertips, powered by artificial intelligence. Just a few years ago, that would have seemed impossible. But today, we're exploring how one creative person is doing exactly that.
You know what fascinates me about this? It completely changes the way we think about what a single person can achieve in content creation.
What makes this story even more interesting is that this creator has built an entire multimedia empire using AI tools. We're talking music production, video editing, children's content, and character-driven shorts, all managed by just one person.
That's quite a lot. How do they maintain quality across so many different formats?
They've developed an incredibly refined workflow. For music, they use Suno AI. And get this, they actually tested every major AI music tool on the market before choosing that one. Sometimes they generate a song up to 100 times until it's just right. After that, they clean up the track, cutting silences, removing glitches or artifacts, and tweaking the timing if needed. Then it gets balanced and mastered as a final polish.
That kind of persistence really challenges the idea that making AI content is just about pushing a button and getting instant results.
Exactly. And what's really compelling about their distribution strategy is that they don't limit themselves to just one platform. Through DistroKid, their music is automatically distributed to Spotify and about 20 other streaming services.
So how do they handle the creative side? Where do their ideas come from?
They start with original concepts and use ChatGPT to help write lyrics. But here's the clever part. They run those lyrics through lyriclabs.io to fine-tune everything from emotional tone to rhythm and rhyme. They're using AI as a true creative partner, not just a generator.
That's really interesting. It's like conducting an AI orchestra, with each tool playing a specific instrument.
And you know what's even more fascinating? For visual content, they invest in premium subscriptions for AI tools, like Plasmapunk for music videos. They believe the difference in quality is well worth the investment.
But managing all those different tools and outputs must be overwhelming, right?
They've actually expanded beyond music. They're now also creating children's content on 2 YouTube channels, Amberlandia and Ambertopia. Using tools like Focal ML and LTX Studio, they create Disney Pixar-style animations. Their English language channel quickly started pulling in over 1,000 views per video.
So there's really an audience for AI-generated kids' content?
Yes, and they've even launched a character-driven series around a tragic comic figure called Mr. Oxley. They use Crea.ai and Leonardo.ai to keep the visuals consistent, and they've built an entire system to create his stories.
Tell me more about how they manage to distribute all this content so effectively.
They're using a smart automation tool called repurpose.io, which automatically distributes their content across multiple platforms: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. It's like having an entire marketing team in a single tool.
You know what this reminds me of? The early days of YouTube, when creators were just figuring out how to build their channels. This feels like the next evolution of that.
That's a great comparison, and I really think what we're seeing here is the democratization of content creation. What used to require an entire studio and team can now be achieved by one person with the right AI tools and creative vision.
Though I can imagine there's a steep learning curve with all these different tools and platforms.
Absolutely, and they admit it can be quite time-consuming, even for someone working full-time on it. But what's truly impressive is how they've created an ecosystem where each AI tool plays a specific role in their creative process.
So what do you think this means for the future of content creation?
I think we're watching the future unfold in real time. But here's the key takeaway. AI isn't replacing human creativity. It's expanding what creative humans can accomplish. This person isn't just pushing buttons, they're curating, directing, and combining tools in ways that weren't even possible just a few years ago.
That really puts it in perspective. It's not about replacement, it's about empowerment.
Exactly. And that's what makes this story so powerful. It shows us that the future of content creation isn't about AI taking over. It's about empowering individual creators to bring their visions to life in ways we never thought possible. And maybe that's the real revelation here, that AI doesn't suppress creativity. On the contrary, it amplifies it.
Right. When used with intention, these tools don't replace imagination, they unlock it. They give your raw ideas shape, sound, and movement in ways that once felt out of reach.
Think about it. Expressions that once stayed stuck in your head because you lacked the time, the team, or the tools now have a path to become something real, tangible, shareable.
We should learn to value that. Not just the end result, but the expanded possibility, where AI becomes an extension of the artist, giving voice to feelings and visions that otherwise might never have seen the light.
So, no, it's not less creative. It's more. It's deeper. It's wider. And it might just be the beginning of a new era, where personal creativity meets global expression at scale.
What we saw today with Dr. Robin Shaw isn't just a glimpse into the future of content creation. It's a real-time demonstration. A single creator using AI not as a shortcut, but as a collaborator. Not to do less, but to imagine more. This is the shift, where persistence meets automation, where vision meets voice, and where storytelling finds new shape through technology. It's not about less effort, it's about different effort, intentional, layered, human. All that's left for me to say is thank you. A heartfelt thank you to Dr. Robin Shaw for joining us today, for his clarity, his insight, and his calm presence throughout our conversation. We hope to welcome him back again in the future. Thanks for decoding it with us. I'm Tracy, and I'll see you next time. Right here, where technology and creativity meet, one conversation at a time.